Nova is a sci-fi TTRPG designed and published by Galen RPGs. It takes place on a planet known as Oberon in the years that follow the Nova event, when Oberon's sun seemingly exploded and disappeared from the sky above. In the game Nova, the players take on the role of Sparks, powerful mechanical exosuits piloted by some of the last survivors of humanity. But the world of Nova is a whole lot more than just robots and exploding suns. In this video, I'm going to briefly introduce you to the world of Oberon as it stands in Nova, including history, factions, and other important setting information. This video will just scratch the surface, however, and I'll be doing deeper dives into all of the other things in future videos. Hundreds of years ago, the sun exploded, or so the people of Oberon believe. Hiding in bunkers and put into stasis, humanity woke decades later to find their world changed. The sky was a deep shade of violet, and the surface was a warped reflection of their home. Humanity survived by finding the sun shards. Amid the dark gloom, massive pillars of light radiated from the surface. Pieces of the sun had planted themselves into the planet's surface and stood as sources of near infinite light and warmth for this desperate species. Over time, the people of Oberon dismantled their bunkers and fused that technology with the new sun shards. Not only did the shards act as beacons of light, but they were endless sources of power that could be tapped into. A technological boom began, and the rebuilding of Oberon started in earnest on the site that would eventually become known as Helios, the largest city on the planet. The areas not touched by the light of the sun shards became known as the Dusk, and it was a dangerous region that humanity wanted to explore. They soon found that the Dusk was a terrifying place, filled with horrors that hunted their scouts, while also warping anything that wandered there too long. In response, humanity used their advancing technology to create the Sparks, powerful mechanical exosuits that would be piloted by their scouts. These Sparks commanded incredible powers, were able to withstand the negative effects of dusk exposure, and could combat the enemies of Oberon that now occupied the shadows beyond the glow of the sun shards. Who are some of these enemies? The avian alien collective known as the Corvus Dominion strikes humanity with hit-and-run tactics, stealth, and sabotage. Trapped here as a result of the Nova event, they are seeking a way to get off this planet, but only after securing some of humanity's newfound technology for themselves. Hellion raiders gather in massive warbands and crash their way through the dusk with a never-ending desire to bring about the fiery end to Oberon that they had been promised so long ago. With the death of the sun, many began to look to the moon as a source of inspiration, as it still hangs broken in the sky. These cultists have been granted incredible powers due to their worship, or at least that's what they believe. Most likely it is their prolonged exposure to the dusk. The lunar cults seek to undermine the sun shards and are a sickness that rots the heart of many cities across Oberon. And that's a brief overview of the setting of Nova. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for future lore videos, which will dive deeper into historical events, the factions, and everything that you need to know. Until next time.